So recently Honor released the brand new Honor Magic Watch 2. So this is actually in contrast with the previous generation's name, which is Honor Watch Magic. And I don't think Honor pretty much know what they want to call this device, because on the box itself it says Honor Watch Magic still, but at the bottom here it says Honor Magic Watch 2. So yeah, I'm not too sure what they are trying to do, and the new stylization of the name is a bit awkward and I'm not going to follow it. However, we are taking a look at the product here today, and we are going to explain to you what is so magical about this watch. So, around the box, as we can see here, this is the Flex Brown version. We actually got a 46mm version. This brand new watch comes in two different sizes. It has a 42mm version and also a 46mm version. This is the bigger one. And I actually already unboxed it. It is right here. This watch comes in this 1.2-inch OLED display. It is actually quite okay. The colors are good, but the brightness under direct sunlight is not really that good. But in terms of sleekness, I think it's actually pretty good. It's very flat and thin. And there are two buttons here. This is for you to go to your menu, and this one is a programmable button, so you can program it to do whatever you want in the settings menu. I program it to go to the weather app, so I can look at the weather whenever I press this button, which is kinda convenient, I would say. And back to the main menu. So as a quick rundown, you do have the watch face here. This is the main screen itself, and then the heart rate sensor, stress level, and weather. This is the music app, which I'm going to talk about it later, and then here's the fitness tracking portion of this device here, and that's about it. So around the bezel of this watch here is actually the tachymeter. It is actually not really a functional tachymeter, because in the software part of things, they don't have any software that actually emulates a tachymeter as all the luxury watches. So it's just sitting there to fill up the gap between the screen itself and also the watch body. It's kind of disappointing, because the tachymeter, if it's functional, then it would be actually pretty cool. So looking at the back here, as you can see, there are photodiodes for the heart rate sensor right here, and there are also two more pins, which is the charger for this watch. Yes, this watch requires a proprietary charger, as seen here. So you have the two pins here, and it actually sucks in via magnet, but you can't invert it because the pins only go in one way. And yeah, it takes in USB Type-C, and it's quite unfortunate because you have to take this charger around if you want to go travel for a long time, and there is no wireless charging, so you are stuck with this charger if you want to charge your watch. So as mentioned earlier, the Honor Magic Watch 2, the Magic Watch 2 we have here is actually in the Flex Brown version. So what Flex Brown actually means here is that it comes with a genuine leather strap. And this is a pretty nice leather strap, I would say. It has stainless steel fasteners around this end here, and this thing is locked in. So it's kind of annoying, but it does help to get your excess strap here to be in place. So yeah, I'm not too sure how I feel about it, but if you don't like the leather strap, then you can swap in for another strap, because this thing is using a standard kind of latch system, which you can just buy another strap and swap it in easily. And now we have to talk about the smartness of the Watch Magic 2 here, or maybe the lack of it, because I avoid calling this device a smartwatch because it doesn't really have the conventional smartwatch features that I have been accustomed to. So for this section, I will be comparing with the Galaxy Watch Active, the first generation, which I've been wearing for a very long time. So they both have internal storage to store your music, and you can pair it with your true wireless earbuds. For example, if you have the Edifier TWS6, which we have here, then you can pair the Edifier TWS6 to the Honor Magic Watch 2, so you can go out and about without having to take out your phone, and you can listen to all your music on the watch itself. However, this watch only supports MP3 files, so you can only transfer in your MP3 songs, and there is no FLAC support. The Honor Magic Watch 2 also comes with a speaker. As we can see here, this little slit is actually a speaker, but it is pretty much underutilized because you cannot download any third-party apps and install it on your own. For example, even the App Store available for this watch, which only has a few other watch faces other than this one. This is the official one, and here you can change to a few more. Oh, you can't do this, you have to go to the settings. Oh yeah, there it is. It's a bit laggy by the way. So right here I'm using this thing called Whimsical. You have spotlights, blah blah blah, and it's kind of limited. I actually downloaded some of this from the App Store itself, and the App Store itself is also very limited. There are no third-party apps for you to inject your own watch face, which is kind of disappointing. The one thing that makes me feel kind of okay with it is because you have this gallery function, so you can put in your own pictures and use them as your own watch face. And you can customize the layout according to how you want it to be. And that offers some customization, but it is still very limited in comparison with the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active here. Again, this is the first generation watch, and you can see here I can hold it. I can select a lot of different watch face styles. This is my photos again, and then I have even more third-party apps that offers even more different types of watch face if I choose to do so. And that is just one part of the customizability, because I can have other apps, for example Spotify if I want to. I even have Google Assistant installed on this watch. However, on this, the Honor Watch Magic, I am unable to do it, and the functions are just very limited in comparison with the Galaxy Watch Active. And then the notifications is also handled pretty weakly on the Honor Watch Magic. So you can see here, I got a message just now. When I swipe up, I can see all my messages here. So when I tap at it, this is what I see. And if I receive an emoji, as you can see, I've sent myself an emoji, it appears as a blank, and I can't even have any sort of method to reply my message. For example, on this watch, it is kind of overkill by the way. I can reply to a lot of things. So for example, if someone sent me an emoji, I can see it, no problem. And then I can quickly reply it by sending back another emoji, liking the tweet or whatever. Or maybe I can type in a full-fledged message using the watch itself. Or there are a few of those preset messages which I can just shoot up very quickly. That function is unavailable here, so you can only read your message and then you will have to whip out your phone if you want to interact with the message. However, for the Honor Magic Watch 2, well, the lack of features actually comes with a very good trade-off, which is the battery life. So as mentioned earlier, the Honor Watch Magic 2 does require the proprietary charger for it to charge, but this isn't that much of a problem because the battery life can last for 2 weeks in our test, hence why the review has been delayed for so long, because the battery life is just way too long to be tested. However, you do get less features on the Honor Watch Magic 2 in comparison with this. This watch does have a lot more features, but at only a 2-day battery life at most. So considering everything, the choice between these two is actually pretty simple. If you want more features, then get this watch. If you don't need all of those features, then this is a pretty compelling deal. But when it comes to the price, the Honor Watch Magic 2 46mm with this genuine leather strap, which is the flex brown version, this watch is not cheap. It is priced at 749 ringgit, which I think is just way too high. You can opt in for the version with a silicone strap, still in 46mm size, and that one is priced at 699 ringgit. But if you find in the market, the Galaxy Watch Active is also priced at about 699 ringgit for the first generation. If you can find a deal, officially it's at 799. And sometimes Samsung is a bit crazy. They can throw deals for this watch at about 499 ringgit. So if you can catch that deal, it's an even better buy. But then again, ultimately it depends on what you need. I would still consider the Honor Watch Magic 2 to be a fitness band instead of a smartwatch. And yeah, that's about it for the review of the Honor Watch Magic 2. It's pretty simple because it doesn't have much to offer anyway. And I hope you like this video. We will see you in the next video. Bye!